A lot of times people think of melatonin as the nighttime sleep drug, but yet instead it's actually a very powerful antioxidant as well. Can you just give us some background on your experience with melatonin?
Yeah, sure. So melatonin is naturally made in the pineal gland, and it is an incredible antioxidant. When I first started reading about melatonin, it was in the benefits in diabetic patients and how it benefited all of these different things in a diabetic patient. And I'm like, wow, this is really an interesting natural hormone that the body produces. From the standpoint of brain, it is a great anti-inflammatory. It helps protect that blood-brain barrier from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is those injuries that we talked about, things that damage the neurons. And they've shown that when they give it improved the blood-brain barrier. So not only does it reduce the injury that gets in, it makes the barrier stronger so stuff doesn't get in. So it's kind of this dual effect. So really interesting natural substance that gets released from our body that has just a very wide protective effect. Like, I don't think of melatonin as a sleep aid, even though it can make you a little tired. I think it more as a way of protecting. And even the non-ionizing radiation, there's studies that would show that it helps to protect the brain from those types of things. Very, very strong anti-inflammatory, protective effect. Another one of my favorite kind of brain nutrients.
Not many people realize, I think, that it actually has that role and function in the body. So that, How much work have you done around mushrooms, and in particular with reishi mushroom, let's say?
So I love mushrooms for a whole wide range of reasons, especially I think with the pandemic that we had and understanding there are mushrooms that increase our body's immune system. So I use a lot of mushrooms from that standpoint. They've looked at reishi specifically with basically blood flow to the brain. And what they found that it improved blood flow to the brain, it improved the blood-brain barrier, and it also reduced inflammation in the brain. I mean, wow, we're improving the blood flow, right? Which helps all the nutrients, reducing the inflammation, and then also protecting that barrier. Been studied in Alzheimer's research has shown in mice that it improved the cognitive function of the mice in one of the studies. So reishi, I think, is a great nutrient for brain function, improving blood flow, protecting the blood-brain barrier, reducing that inflammation. So it just doesn't work in one area. It's kind of working to improve the whole system, which is kind of what you want in a nutrient for the brain.
Those three ingredients, they are kind of the core foundation of a natural supplement that you developed called Pure Nero that you use in your office and recommend to people, but that is also sold online, so that if they wanted, they could go over to a page. We'll put a link here. I'm going to look forward to our next discussion. We'll touch on a few of these other brain ingredients and a whole array of health and wellness tips that we're going to be bringing people. So I appreciate your time, and I look forward to talking to you again.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, take care, Anthony.
Take care.